Good evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to today's Facebook live talk and concert series. A warm welcome to today's session of music and talk. Many thanks to all of the panel members. Many thanks to today's artist, and many thanks who have already joined to watch and to be the part of this beautiful sacred session of music. Thanks again to all of you who leave very inspiring feedback, who write to us through messenger, through text, through emails, and that really matters. That motivates us to do more and more, especially when you know that this is helping you, benefiting you in this unprecedented time, in this critical time, while most of us are staying at home and self-isolating at home. As you know, this series has promoted and presented some wonderful world-class performances by both maestros and some extremely talented performers from all different cultures, all different genres of arts. Sometimes it is poetry, sometimes it is classical music, sometimes it is folk music, sometimes it is music from different cultures, Italian, Belgian music, Western classical music, and sometimes it is dance from all different genres. Many thanks who are following us. So this session is streaming live from Saudha, Ghazal, Chowdhary and Kheyal Festival. And this is also available in Saudha's profile, Saudha Arts profile. So please share this live streaming for your friends and followers. If you think that this is a good way to enjoy your evening, I'm sure your friends will think the same. So please help your friends by spreading this live streaming to all of your friends. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce all of my panel members today. Our regular panel member, Jasmine Chowdhary, who is a political activist, art and music connoisseur, part and parcel of this series, a wonderful friend, a shortlisted candidate from for a UK MP election from Labour Party, Jasmine Chowdhary. Many thanks, Jasmine, for joining, and warm welcome to today's session.
Thank you very much, Kaisar. Good evening to everybody. A warm welcome to Nabanita ji. Really looking forward to listening to your the discussions as well as your singing. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. Let me also introduce our friend, a concert organizer, a wonderful spoken word artist, part and parcel of this series, Shaheen Mitul. Many thanks, Shaheen, and warm welcome to today's session.
Thank you very much. It is a pleasure, Nabanita ji, to have you here as part of Saudha's Facebook Live concert series.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our another regular panel member, a wonderful friend of us, one of the finest semi-classical vocalists here in Britain, and founder of another wonderful music organization, based in the north, Srimati Shumana Mollik Bosho. Many thanks, Shumana, for joining, and warm welcome to today's session.
Good evening, everybody, and really looking forward to this evening's concert. Thank you.
And today's main attraction, Namaskar, Srimati Dr. Nabanita Chowdhary, one of the finest classical vocalists of this time. And Saudha is delighted to have you as part of this series. Many thanks for joining, and warm welcome to today's session.
Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, Srimati Nabanita Chowdhary ji, as a musician par excellence, is one of the foremost Hindustani classical vocalists in India. She is an adroit artist processing internally soulful blend of melody and divine aesthetics. Creativity and improvisation are the essence of Nabanita ji's performances. Nabanita musical guidance initially at a very tender age from her mother. Subsequently, she augmented radiance and luster to the presentation of her art under the tutelage of renowned gurus like Padmabhushan Pandit Rajan Sajan Misra ji, Padmabhushan Vidushi Shobha Gutra ji, Pandit Deepak Chatterjee ji, and many others, Rasik Rang, etc., for the last 4 years. We will explore through talk, we'll discover her musical journey. And this is perhaps one of the major additional thing in Nabanita ji's musical career or career as a human being. She's involved with many humanitarian activities, phenomenal humanitarian activities. I personally would like to discover that journey too. But let us start with music performance. Nabanita ji, what is your plan to start with?
Namaskar. Thank you very much for your kindest invitation to share my music and musical experiences with you all. At the outset, I bow my head with compliment and reverence for Shodho's enormous contribution in promotion of Indian subcontinent's rich cultural heritage. Given the fact that today's program is hosted and being webcast from the UK, I will begin my recital with Raga, Madhuvanti, as per your time.
Jabba.
First, I will sing the Barakhyan in Tal, Ek Tal, followed by Mathalay Khan in Tal, Tin Tal.
A sound gets missing. Nabanita ji, sound.
कैसे जाऊं कैसे जाऊं जल भैरव जल भैरव सखी कैसे जाऊं सखी सखी कैसे जाऊं जाऊं जल भरा सखी कैसे जाऊं जाए कहूँगी जाए जाए कहूँगी कहूँगी यशोमती से जाए जाए कहूँगी जाए कहूँगी जाए कहूँगी यशोमत से
Sabat,
यशोमती से तेरो लाल ब्रज में ऐसे मचा सखी कैसे जा
Sound is breaking up. Is it possible to improve it?
कैसे जा सखे कैसे जाऊं जल भरन हे सखी 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 कैसे जाऊं सखी कैसे जाऊं जाऊं सखी सखी कैसे जाऊं जल भरन कैसे ने 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 सा नि सा प नि सा ग ग रे 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 सा नि सा ग ग म म म प म प ग ग म म प धा प ध म प ग म प सा ग ग म म प म ग म ग रे सा रे सा सखी कैसे जाऊं पम गम बद मम गम प गम बनि द मम ब गम बनि सा नि द मम ब म ग रे सा नि सा ग ग रे सा नि सा बनि सा ग रे सा नि सा गम ब म गम गम ग रे सा नि सा गम म ग ब म ब म म द न ब न म ब गम बनि द मम ब गम बनि सा नि द मम ब म ग रे सा नि सा पम गम बनि सा नि द बनि ब नि द ब द म ब गम बनि सा रि नि द ग रे सा नि द प न म ब गम ब म ग रे सा नि द सा ग म बनि द सा नि द म म ग रे सा नि द सा नि द म म ग रे सा नि द सा नि द म म ग रे सा नि द सखी कैसे जाऊं
Shabash, shabash.
आ आ सखी कैसे जाऊं
Is it possible to improve a bit? Some audiences are complaining.
फूलवन से जल बिछाओ फूलवन से जल बिछाओ फूलवन से जल बिछाओ सकीरी आज आए मोर प्रीतम प्राय रे आज आए मोरे प्रीतम प्यारे फूल वर्ण से बिछा बिछा कमल सनि सा फूल वर्ण pani da pa ma pa ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa phul varna se sa ni da pa ma pa ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni sa ga ma pa phul varna se bichha phul phul varna se bichha phul varna se बिछा फूल वर्ण फूल फूल बहुत दिन पाछे पिया मोरे आए बहुत दिन पाछे पिया 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 बहुत दिन पाछे Anita mama baba de dinana bache piya moriya le ho banaiya bad baare le ho banaiya bad baar phul varna se bichha phul फूल वर्ण से बिछा फूल वर्ण से जगरे सनि सा फूल वर्ण गम बनि मम बनि सनि द मम गरे सनि द फूल वर्ण से बिछा गम बन मम गम बनि द मम बनि द सनि द मम फूल वर्ण से बिछा फूल वर्ण से फूल वर्ण से फूल वर्ण से बिछा
Between Us by Nizar Quabani. Between us, 20 years of age, between your lips and my lips, when they meet and stay, the years collapse. The glass of a whole life shatters. The day I met you, I tore up all my maps, all my prophecies, like an Arab stallion, and I smelled the rain of you before it wet me, heard the pulse of your voice before you spoke, undid your hair with my hands before you had braided it. There is nothing I can do, nothing you can do. What can the wound do with the knife on the way to it? Your eyes are like a night of rain in which ships are sinking, and all I wrote is forgotten. In mirrors there is no memory. God, how is it that we surrender to love, giving it the keys to our city, carrying candles to it and incense falling down at its feet, asking to be forgiven? Why do we look for it and endure all it does to us, all it does to us? Woman, in whose voice Silver and wine mingle in the rains. From the mirrors of your knees, the day begins its journey. Life puts out to sea. I knew when I said I love you that I was inventing a new alphabet for a city where no one could read, that I was saying my poems in an empty theatre and pouring my wine for those who could not taste it. When God gave you to me, I felt that he had loaded everything my way and unsaid all his sacred books. Who are you? Woman entering my life like a dagger, mild as the eyes of a rabbit, soft as the skin of a plum, pure as a string of jasmine, innocent as a child's bibs and devouring like words. Your love threw me down in a land of wonder. It ambushed me like the scent of a woman stepping into an elevator. It surprised me in a coffee bar, sitting over a poem. I forgot the poem. It surprised me. Reading the lines in my palm, I forgot my palm. It dropped on me like a blind, deaf wild wall. Its feathers became tangled with mine. Its cries were twisted with mine. It surprised me as I sat on my suitcase waiting for the train of days. I forgot the days I traveled with you on the land of wonder. Your image is engraved on my face of my watch. It is engraved on each of the hands. It is etched on the weeks, months, years. My time is no longer mine. It is you.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a beautiful start. Absolutely, absolutely meditative start. Mithul, could you be able to read from audience's feedback? I'm sure, apologies to audiences, only because of the technical glitch. Sometime perhaps you find some losses of sound, but we'll try if we can improve this. If you kindly read from audience's feedback, how they are finding.
Yeah, there are a few
Sound-wise.
feedbacks about sound. Kamal Viji has suggested it's probably not the microphone, but the uploading speed of internet. Rohit Dutta has written just wow. Jagir Alam has written hello Saudha. Rita Sannal, we are watching. Sangeet Sandha, beautiful Madhubanti.
Many thanks. Many thanks. Sorry?
A request to arrange a Raag-based Bengali song session.
Who said it?
I've lost in the stream. There are loads of comments. Yeah, Shoibar Guha.
Right.
Please try to organize an evening based on Bengali Raag Pradhan.
Yeah. Many thanks to those who are watching and leaving this inspiring feedback. And this is true. We started with a very meditative, a very sacred recital of Madhubanti. Many thanks again to Nabanita ji. But one thing, this is a problem with Zoom and Facebook. When Nabanita ji was talking, it seemed okay. But when she was singing, we have to find this out. We have to go to the bottom of this actually. Nabanita ji, can we start? Can we be able to check whether why sound is not, I mean, sometime when you were singing, sound was getting lost. And then I was thinking whether microphone is creating trouble, or is it if you talk just near to the device, or whenever you were perhaps singing, you were away from microphone, whether this is for that, or can we try without microphone? Or this would be a huge problem. This will involve lots of changing. I mean, especially when we are talking, it's fine. But when you're singing, all of a sudden, perhaps about 10 seconds, sound gets lost.
Okay.
So this is, I mean, the audiences are having the same impression actually, and especially when it's perform this sort of divine music, audiences want to have the full of it. I was thinking whether anything could be done at your end to improve the sound.
Should I remove this microphone?
একটু যদি দেখি, can we check without microphone and see whether if it is better? So in that case, perhaps you have to sing. You need to sing going a bit closer to the device and see how it works. So microphone can be, yes, can be turned off. Mic can be turned off and sound can be turned off. That is better. That seems better actually. Exactly.
It's okay?
Right. Many thanks, Kamalbir ji, Jagir Alam ji, and many of our regular followers, regular audiences, regular artists actually are watching. This is a pleasure to know this. Kamalbir ji, as you all know, one of the finest violin players in Britain, and one of the, a wonderful human being I have ever approached with, and a firm supporter of Saudha's activities. Salute for all those support you ensured for Saudha, Kamalbir. And also many thanks for watching and leaving some wonderful feedback, because this thread will be remained, and this feedback will perhaps inspire others and educate others. So that's why this feedback is important. Those who already joined and leaving feedback, please keep doing it. Kamalbir ji was saying, in many live sessions, we talk more but perform less. And he was praising that Nabanita ji started with a Bodo Kheyal, and that is what he was looking for.
It's actually our tradition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So, Nabanita ji, if you kindly tell us a bit more on your gurus, this is the question we start with actually. With all other artists so far. So how did you get interested in music, and how, I mean, definitely your mom played a huge role.
Yes.
And then how did you discover the farther horizon of music?
My mother and my entire family encouraged me to learn music. Actually, पूरा माहौल जो था वो absolutely was full of music. तो और कोई मतलब सोचने का कुछ था ही नहीं कि क्या करें, कुछ और करें, मतलब म्यूजिक ही म्यूजिक. तो वैसे स्टार्ट हुआ और ग्रेजुअली उसी में ही आगे बढ़ते गए और फिर गुरुओं के पास जाके सीखना हुआ. तो इंटरेस्ट तो बचपन से ही इसी में ही था. एंड सबसे बड़ी बात है कि ये मेरी बहुत ही अच्छा, आई एम वेरी फॉर्चुनेट दैट आई हैव गॉट guru like Padmabhushan
Rajan Sajan Mishra ji,
Rajan Sajan Mishra ji, and Vidushi Shobha Gupta ji.
Shobha Gupta ji, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. So Srimati Nabanita secured first position in Hindustani classical music in both BA and Masters, and holds a PhD in music, which is very interesting. Besides being a recipient of several awards, scholarship accolades of national and international importance, she regularly performs for All India Radio, Doordarshan, ICCR, and she traveled. She performed internationally in Australia, USA, and many other countries. Just apart from UK. So perhaps sometime very soon we can have you in UK. And I'm sure the audience, classical music lovers of UK, will be blessed in listening, in finding remedy through your music.
एक्चुअली बहुत बार ऐसा हुआ है कि यूके का प्लान बन रहा है. इनफैक्ट लॉकडाउन के पहले ऑलमोस्ट ऐसा हो गया था कि वी आर गोइंग टू यूके, बट समहाउ एवरी टाइम कुछ ना कुछ होता है कि आई.
Thank you. Shumana, any question, anything to ask, or any before we move on to the next performance? Kamal Viji said something very, very unique. So through those performances, through those series, actually, performers do perform less, and then we talk perhaps too much or something like this. So we'll try to focus on for yourself. We'll try to focus on more performance, but we equally have to explore the journey of artists as well, because that is, for other audiences, this is important to know they have a quest, and this is important to find out more about the life of artistic and life and artistic journey of an artist, so that it inspires others. It inspires the fellow artist as well. Shona?
Nothing yet. Just enjoying. আরো শুনতে চাই, আরো ডুবতে চাই, পরে পরে বলবো.
কি শুনছি এখন? কি শোনানো যেতে পারে?
अभी राग बागेश्वरी में मैं छोटा छोटा 2 बंदिश में सुनाना चाहूंगी. एक तो ट्रेडिशनल बंदिश एंड सेकंड वन इज वेरी बनारस घराना के ट्रेडिशनल बंदिश है. हमारे गुरुजी के दादा गुरुजी बड़े रामदास जी की रचना है. मैं ये 2 छोटा ख्याल में सुनाने जा रही हूँ.
Sound. Exactly.
Ah.
あ
Ah.
あ
Ah. 啊 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 मैं कैसे कर तेरी मैं कैसे कर मैं कैसे कर मितवा तुम्हारे झुलवा बात चलत रूप भगवा मैं कैसे मैं कैसे मैं कैसे ऐसे कैसे कर आस लगी है तुम्हारे मिलन की आस आस लगी है तुम्हारे मिलन की बहुत दिन ना भय गए युगवा कैसे मैं कैसे कैसे कर गया मगा 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 रे सनी सा रे नी सा गा मगा 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 रे सा रे नी सा कैसे मदा मदा नि दा दा नि रे दा नि दा दा नि दा मदा मगा मगा रे सा नि सा धा नि धा गा नि गा कैसे कर गया
Nabanita ji, many thanks, but only feedback is sound is not getting better actually. I don't know how to. I was thinking whether would you like to see without earphone and just do it in front of the device? Sound is creating huge trouble.
मैं ये change करती हूँ whole system. I will change it. Then
Okay. Yeah. Thank
just
you.
give me 2 minutes.
Mitul, can you read some audience's feedback?
Yeah, sure. Shudipto Chatterjee has written, simply mesmerizing, overcoming the technical glitch. Kamalveer Singh ji has written, I support music, musicians, and music lovers. Then I have lost some comments in the live stream. Someone actually suggested moving the microphone to the right. I can't find the comment right now.
No, but Mitul, the best way to find out the comment, whenever you go to you will see you know where the thing that shows 49 minutes or 50 minutes, and then you'll find a sign for public. So if you press there, all comments will come one after another. There is no way to miss this comments actually if you follow this.
Yeah.
You know where it says the time. You have to go to the actual live streaming thingy, and then you'll see sort of 49 minutes and then a cycle. If you press on that cycle, all comments should come one after another.
Yeah, Kamalveer Singh ji has written, most of laptops and phones have auto sound level control, which is the problem. Ratunde has written, khub bhalo lagche. Manju Singh, excellent. Kamalveer Singh ji has also added.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we are just looking forward for the technical glitches to be improved. I'm really sorry. I know when you listen, personally when I listen this music for myself, and if sound doesn't appear in a way it should, it causes trouble, it generates anger. So I do apologize honestly to the audiences for this. I'm sure this is not an internet problem, because when it started, it was so clear. Nabanita ji, would like to try? No, we can't hear. We can't hear now. Perhaps we can't hear from you, so that's let us see. Really, really sorry. Well, everything seems fine, but when you talk, we can't hear anything, unfortunately.
Perhaps taking the earphone might help.
No, you have to perhaps, yeah, get the earphones off and get the earphone out of the system, perhaps. Did you get the earphone out of the system? And we can't hear anything from you. Let's see whether, well, if it doesn't get improved, we perhaps have to do it with your earphone. And if you kindly get your other devices as low as possible, we perhaps don't need to listen to that. That perhaps cause a problem. Unfortunately not. No, we can't hear anything. Perhaps you have to, if you kindly come out of the system and then come back again and see whether it is, whether it helps.
Yeah.
Okay. Many thanks. If you just leave and then come back. And in the meantime, Jasmine, is it possible to read a poem? Many thanks to those who left so many wonderful feedback. Kamal Viji says, true calmness and vistar of the Bodo Kheyal. Mike picks the beginning of the sound, then fades out. Yeah, that is, that is the problem. And this is combination of internet problem and the sound card of the device she's using. Perhaps this is the root cause. Great throw in her voice at higher octave. Very appropriate rag for the time. Exactly, it is Kamal Vijay. And many, many thanks for this important feedback. I support music, musicians, and music lovers. Exactly. That is for sure. You love music and you support music, you support musicians, and you support in tremendous way all music lovers. This is Facebook and Zoom problem, and that their buffering quality is not great. So Nabanita ji is coming. Perhaps that if she comes back, in the meantime, the technical glitches will be solved. But Jasmine, can we have a poem in between?
Okay. We're trying different routes. I think I'll read The Road Not Taken by Rob Frost. Two roads diverged in yellow wood, and I'm sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler long I stood. And I looked down as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then together as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for at the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Many thanks I'm sure this will solve the issue now. Right. So when you perhaps sing, if you kindly remember the voice receiver, if the mouth gets away from the voice receiver, that perhaps also causes sound loss.
দেখা যাচ্ছে?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ দেখা যাচ্ছে।
শুনতে পাচ্ছেন এবার?
হ্যাঁ একদম একদম শুনতে
আচ্ছা।
পাচ্ছি। If you
ঠিক আছে।
kindly sing a bit and see whether it works. Perhaps we can start another performance.
Okay. I will sing one more Bandish in Raag Bageshri.
Right. Okay.
That's
Good. Thank you. If you kindly get the volume down, get the volume of your tanpura down.
Is it okay?
Further down, please. Exactly. Thank you.
And tabla?
If you kindly do it as subtle as possible, because that causes a problem. Sound of tabla and all other sound comes and it mixes up, and then that causes sound loss. So if you do it as subtle as possible.
Okay.
Tabla and.
Okay.
I'm really sorry, an apology to the audiences for this technical glitch. When it started, it was all fine, but all of a sudden,
जमुना जल भरन नाही मोहे देत कन्हाई जमुना जल भरन नाही मोहे देत कन्हाई घेरत घेरत मोरे घेरत घेरत मोरे गादरी गिराई गादरी गिराई जमुना जल भरन नाही मोहे देत कन्हाई जमुना जल भरन नाही मोहे देत मगरे सनिदा जमुना जल निनि दानि मग मगरे सा जमुना जल भरन नाही मोहे देत गम गम धनि मरनि धनि नम गरि धनि सा जमुना जल भरन नाही मोहे देत आ रामदास निठुर पिया रामदास रामदास निठुर पिया बिनती रवानी बिनती रवानी कर पकड़त गरवाला गवे कर पकड़त गरवाला गए लाज न आए जमुना जल भरन नहीं मोहे देत कन्हाई जमुना जल धनि सा ग मगरे धनि सा मग मद मदनि सा धनि रे धनि सा धनि सा रे धनि सा धनि सा
gama gari dani da jamuna jal bharana nahi mohe dani dani mada mada gama 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 dani 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 re dani re dani da mada ni dani da magare da jamuna jal bharana nahi mohe jamuna jal bharana nahi mohe deta mohe deta mohe deta kanha hai
Reading from Rumi, this is love. This is love, to fly toward a secret sky, to cause 100 veils to fall each moment. First, to let go of life, in the end, to take a step without feet, to regard this world as invisible, and to disregard what appears to be the self. Heart, I said, what a gift it has been to enter this circle of lovers, to see beyond seeing itself, to reach and feel within the breast. Thank you.
Many thanks. And many thanks, Mithul. Many thanks, Nabanita ji. And what a beautiful improvement of sound. We get the full, at least the best of your voice now. Many thanks. So Bhagyashree was duly portrayed through your voice, and I'm having number of wonderful feedbacks from audiences. So let us, like I told you before, this session we will try to focus on more performances just to make Kamalbirji happy. Kamalbirji is a great supporter of musicians,
Yes.
good musicians,
yes
and good music lovers, good music organizations. And many thanks for his great support for Saudha. So he's enjoying, and the number of other audiences, regular audiences are there. We'll come back to the audience's feedback. But one thing that I have to mention, apart from excelling in music through beautiful performances that you do every time, I have seen number of your performances in YouTube.
Mhm.
You are also excelling in phenomenal humanitarian activities. So you've run Music Seva for last 20 years.
yes
That hosts wonderful events and that supports, promotes wonderful artists in India. And you also adopted children and work with the well-being of children, which is very phenomenal, which is amazing actually, only because you have a daughter who has a brain injury,
yes
unfortunately. Could you tell us a bit more on this? And then, I mean, audiences who join, they're leaving so many feedback, and then they're familiar with the amazing artistry you present whenever you perform. But this is also another story for a human being. We all have to be a good human being, and music perhaps helps us to be a good human being, and then
Yes.
build up a better society, because music stimulates some humanistic emotion, humanity. And you are doing a phenomenal job apart from singing and performing. Could you be able to tell us a
Yes,
bit
sure.
more
Sure.
for our audiences?
I have two children. One
Mhm.
is my son and one daughter.
Mhm.
And daughter is brain injured. For her treatment, we used to go US several times in a year.
Mhm.
And हमने देखा है कि
जो ट्रीटमेंट हम यूएस से करते हैं, इट्स ब्लीडिंगली एक्सपेंसिव एंड जब हम अपने बेटी के साथ काम करते थे उस टाइम पे बहुत सारे लोग ऐसा था जिनके साथ हमें ऐसे सिमिलरली जिनके बच्चे ऐसे ही सिमिलर प्रॉब्लम है और पर वो लोग ये जो ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसेस है वो अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते हैं। तो हमने सोचा है कि क्यों ना हम जो सीख के आए हैं वहां से बाहर से जो भी कुछ हमने नॉलेज गेन किया है वो हम उनके साथ शेयर करें, उनको भी सिखाया जाए ताकि वो अपने बच्चों के साथ काम करें कि उनके जो बच्चे हैं वो भी आगे बढ़े। क्योंकि जो भी हम काम कर रहे हैं अपने बच्चे के साथ, जो स्टेज मेरी बेटी का पहले रहा है उससे काफी हद तक आगे बढ़ी है वो। Now she is doing music, she plays very well table tennis, she does yoga and she is doing fine. So इसलिए हमने भी सोचा है कि जो भी हमारे पास नॉलेज है वो हमें जरूर शेयर करना चाहिए ताकि बाकी बच्चे भी उससे फायदा ले सकें। तो हमने फिर यहाँ पे स्टार्ट किया है, जो भी जितने भी लोग हमारे साथ एसोसिएटेड हुए हैं हमने उनको सिखाया है और काफी बच्चों को हमने ये ट्रेनिंग देते रहते हैं। और ये सब करते करते हमने देखा है ऐसे भी बच्चे हैं जो बहुत ही ज्यादा पुअर है। तो उनमें से मुझे ऐसा इच्छा हुआ था, एक बच्चे को मैंने सबसे पहले एक बच्चे को मैंने एडॉप्ट किया था, नॉट फिजिकली बट थ्रू जैसे उनको फाइनेंशियली हेल्प और जो भी इस प्रोसेस में जो भी कुछ हेल्प चाहिए होता है, मेडिसिन एंड एवरीथिंग मैंने शुरू किया है। एक्चुअली खुद की बात कहूंगी तो ठीक नहीं रहेगा, इसमें मेरे हस्बैंड भी जुड़े हुए हैं और वही सबसे ज्यादा करते हैं ये सब। जो
love
भी
and
हेल्प है।
respect for your husband. Love and
Yes.
huge respect for your husband. What's his name anyway, if you don't mind I'm asking?
Yeah, sure. His name is Ashim Kumar Chowdhary.
Ashim Kumar Chowdhary ji, many thanks for the phenomenal jobs you do for humanity. Many thanks.
Yeah, without him, I really it won't be possible for me to continue all this all this social work. तो इसके बाद इनको हेल्प करना शुरू किया और धीरे धीरे अभी वो 1 से 6 हो गया। तो अभी भी हम ये करते रहते हैं। माय हस्बैंड इज अ सीईओ ऑफ अ मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी बट राइट नाउ हम दोनों ही ये सब काम में ज्यादा फोकस है एंड म्यूजिक के लिए सेवा करने की कोशिश करते हैं। और ये जो 20 इयर्स से हम कर रहे हैं म्यूजिक की सेवा, वो मेरे हस्बैंड ही ज्यादा उसमें इन्वॉल्व है। उनका जो हेल्प हमें मिलता है और जो हमें हमेशा एक उत्साह देते रहते, एनकरेज करते रहते कि आगे बढ़ो इसमें म्यूजिक में। तो इट्स अमेजिंग, मतलब इट्स माय गुड लक दैट आई हैव got such
you found such a wonderful man as your partner.
Yeah.
Many thanks.
Yes.
Many thanks to Ashim ji for this great support for an artist and also for humanity. So let us start another performance. What is in your plan to go ahead with, Nabanita ji?
ठुमरी सुनना चाहेंगे?
Sure. If you kindly keep the volume as subtle as possible, as low as possible. Farther down, please. That causes a problem. If you keep it farther down, so.
Is it okay now?
Yeah. Let's try with this.
it's really very difficult to sing with this electronic device.
I know. I know.
So I'm just trying. In Chowdhary, we sing Lagi at the end of the Chowdhary, but ये लगी का जो ताल है वो इसमें प्ले करना not possible. तो Chowdhary में मैं प्ले करूंगी, but लगी में शायद मुझे ऐसे ही गाना पड़ेगा. Bear with me.
Nabanita ji, again, sound is getting lost. If you kindly, when you sing, if you get your voice receiver closer, yes. Yeah, if you can go ahead like this. How about?
बीच में थारो बीच में थारो बीच में थारो हाँ बीच में थारो कुंवर कन्हाई होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं रे के संग कोबरे के संग हंसता बोलता हंसता बोलता कुंवरी के संग हंसता बोलता कौन गाँव के रीत जितैया होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं रे गुइया होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं होरी खेलना खेलन कैसे जाऊं रे गुइया होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं सखी होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं रे गुइया होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं रे गुइया होरी खेलना कैसे होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं रे गुइया होरी खेलना कैसे जाऊं
Great. Fantastic. Fantastic. Mitul, let us have some feedback from audiences.
Yes, lots of comments and feedbacks. Alka Srivastav, your singing is as pure as you are. Tapasroy, great spiritual melody flowing from the heart purified through Saudha under the tutelage of gurus. Earnest regards.
Many thanks, Tapashji. First of all, for being a regular audience, and secondly, for these inspiring comments. Tapashji is seemingly a very profound music and art loving human being.
V.S. Okure, sorry if I am not pronouncing your name correctly, has left many comments. As she says, she's fully drenched in music. She eats, reads, and lives music. Both she and her husband, Mr. Oshim, are extremely good human beings, always ready to help anyone and everyone. They are balancing family, extended family, music, fraternity, career, schooling for children, social work, and so many other things so efficiently and with full dedication to each. Then Kamalveer Singh Ji, Nabanita Ji, listening to your story about your daughter, you are a true mother not only to your children but to other children as well. Hats off to your love.
That resonates.
Thank you so much.
That resonates all of our feeling actually. Kamal, we just said something on behalf of all of us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Sharnali Mukhtarai, absolutely right. You need your partner's support to do such great work like that. Salute to both of you. Loving.
Thank you, Sharnali. Sharnali from Canada. She's a singer as well. Many thanks for watching and leaving this important feedback.
Sharna Kuntiaji has written beautiful.
Sharna Kuntiaji is another one of the finest violinists at this time, an assistant professor of Benares Hindi University, and a wonderful human being. Many thanks, Sharnaji, for watching.
Indrani Chakravarti, who is watching from Tripura,
Wow.
Wow, mind-blowing.
Wow, great. I have seen also one of my friend, not my friend actually, definitely my friend, but Saudha's friend who worked with us at least 2 or 3. I mean, we did some collaborations, but he's a wonderful saxophonist, one of the finest saxophonists from African background. Sorry, from jazz background. Kevin Day is watching, and Kevin Day is finding this music spiritual. So he left a comment there. So many thanks, Kevin, for watching, and please keep watching. You will find more spiritual renditions, perhaps one after another. Those who missed Madhubanti as a starting raga, apology to those who were watching actually the fast raga, and there was a number of cases where sound loss happened, and I'm sure I know how it infuriate the audiences when sound is not coming right, when someone is listening this divine music. Such a beautiful raga we started with, but apology again, this wasn't under our control. But now with efforts from all of us, and because you left some feedback, so sound has been tremendously improved. So many thanks, Nabanita ji, and perhaps Oshim ji is helping you.
Yes,
Oshim ji
yes.
is helping you to make the sound as good as possible.
Right.
Thanks, Oshim ji, as well. Shumana, you are seemingly immersed in music.
Exactly. Very much inspired by your story, and of course, starting from Madhubanti, Bageshri, and your Tumri. Absolutely brilliant. And big salute to you for the work you are doing for the society.
Exactly, and especially the music seva, music. I mean, that's what I say. Because you learn from some maestros of Hindustani classical music, so perhaps you will sing, and with the riyaz and lessons, this is quite expected that you will sing at a level. But the work that you do, that is extra mile actually. You went extra mile by ensuring support for the artist, giving platform for the artist by your music seva for last 20 years. And then the phenomenal work you are doing for children. That intrigues me, and I'm sure it intrigues many audiences who are watching now. So
Actually, it has happened because of my daughter only.
Wow,
We are really
exactly.
thankful to our daughter. And
So what's her name anyway, if you don't mind?
she is Nyonta.
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 Oh, wow.
Nyonta means
The
like
one who
Vishwa
controls
Nyonta.
Bhaggo Nyonta. I mean, the one who
right.
one who controls.
Right.
Right. Okay. Great. Love for Nyonta. So let us have the next performance. What are you planning? And just we don't have to forget someone, Mitul, who requested to sing at least one Bengali rendition. Is there any specific rendition?
No, there is no specific rendition. He actually requested to arrange a separate session just on Bengali rendition.
Just to know. So anyway, great. We'll see. But let us have. I mean, we need to have at least one Bengali song. But what is in your mind now to sing? What are you planning to sing now?
Kajri, I can sing.
Wow, Kajri, this is, I'm in Leeds now, and then it's quite rainy day, isn't it, Shumana?
Oh.
If you look through the window,
Okay.
Shumana, can you look through the window and see how the day is in Leeds? Shumana, can you hear? Shumana, seemingly we missed. We can't hear you. We can't hear you, Shumana. Sorry, because you are unmuted, but you are on mute perhaps.
Yeah.
How is the day in Leeds? This is the day perhaps for Kajri, suitable for Kajri, because it's raining in a good way, not cats and dogs.
Very gloomy, dark and gloomy. Not a good weather at all.
Quite rainy here. At my side of Leeds,
Okay.
it's raining. So let us start Kajri.
Yeah. सावन की ऋतु आई ऋतु हाँ सावन की ऋतु आई रे सजनिया सावन की ऋतु आई रे सजनिया प्रीतम घर नहीं आए है प्रीतम घर नहीं आए हाँ सावन की ऋतु आई बड़ी उम्र और रैना अंधेरी बड़ी उम्र और बाली उम्र और हाँ बाली उम्र और बाली उम्र और बाली उम्र और रैना अंधेरी रह रह जिया घबराए घबराए है रह रह जिया घबराए सजनिया प्रीतम घर नहीं आए प्रीत करे तो अब क्यों रोए प्रीत करे तो अब क्यों रोए रो रो अपना जीवन खोए रो रो अपना जीवन खोए क्यों माथे तिलक लगाए सजनिया क्यों माथे तिलक लगाए ओ क्यों माथे तिलक लगाए सजनिया है सावन की ऋतु आई री सजनिया प्रीतम घर नहीं आए है प्रीतम घर नहीं आए प्रीतम घर नहीं आए प्रीतम घर नहीं आए
Reading The Rainy Day by Henry Longfellow. The day is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. The vine still clings to the mouldering wall, but at every gust the dead leaves fall, and the day is dark and dreary. My life is cold and dark and dreary. It rains and the wind is never weary. My thoughts still cling to the mouldering past, but the hopes of youth fall thick in the blast, and the days are dark and dreary. Be still, sad heart, cease repeating. Behind the cloud is the sun still shining. Thy fate is the common fate of all. Into each life some rain must fall. Some days must be dark and dreary. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jasmine, for a very complimentative verses of poetry by Henry Longfellow. And what a beautiful, and one of my favorite, definitely, Kheyal, you sang, Nabanita ji. I mean, this is so timely. Someone just wrote now. Here, we have a day like Shravan. Shravan is not far away. And Kheyal portrayed that mode of Shravan, along with the longing, along with the melodious addition that you contributed, that you portrayed, that you depicted. So many thanks. Can we have some more feedback, and then we will ask something to Nabanita ji. I have some more questions to ask, and then definitely some more performances to go ahead with. Shumana, have you got any question before we move on to some feedback?
No, enjoying.
Okay, great.
खूब enjoy করছি.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching, such a beautiful recital as you are witnessing. And I keep saying to you to share because, and also to leave feedback, because that inspires the first of all the artist, and also that helps us to improve as well. So if you say, for instance, sound, if you wouldn't leave any feedback, we couldn't improve this. So please leave your feedback, that is essential. And then, as you know, we will try to reflect on the feedback that you leave. And definitely share, because if you like this session, it will be helpful for others as well. And then, for myself, it is an amazing way of spending my time, and I'm sure my panel members will say the same thing. The audiences who are watching will say the same thing. Such a melodious voice and such a versatile singer. When she started with Kheyal, that takes you to takes you to one level. But when she started semi-classical, Chowdhary, Kheyal, that takes you another level. So such a wonderful, versatile singer, Nabanita ji is, and I'm sure you all are witnessing her artistry, a beautiful artistry and beautiful connection with spirituality while she sings. Mitul, some more feedback.
Yes, okay, written outside the weather might be gloomy, but the evening has been brightened by Nabanita ji with her amazing singing.
Exactly. That is that reflects the way we feel. Many thanks for reading our mind and saying this as comment. Many thanks.
Judito Chatterjee, can we have her more? Can we hear her more another day, please?
Sure. Definitely.
Ravinder Singh Lamba ji has written, I'm watching from Delhi, Kamalveer Singh ji's friend. And as always, he has invited everyone to share and like this stream.
Davinder ji is such a wonderful human being and such a great supporter of good music, and quite regular face of Saudha's concert. Many Davinder ji, also a friend of Kamalveer ji. Many thanks, Davinder ji, and many thanks for your comment. Many thanks for sharing. Many thanks for your inspiring comments, as always.
Sharburi Gangopadhyay, best wishes from Maryland, USA to the Saudha Facebook Live concert series.
Thank you, Sharburi ji. Many thanks again. Many thanks again. Great to know that you are liking it. So we are spreading almost all over the world. Maryland in UK, someone from Indonesia, someone from Bangladesh, someone from India, and then all over Europe. Many thanks. So that is a strength now with this digital platform. When you do live music, we get certain audiences of certain cities. But with this session, we are spreading the beauty of different art forms from different cultures all around the globe. Many thanks for joining.
আপনাদের শো দেখতে শুনতে ভীষণ ভালো লাগে, এত মন খারাপের পরেও ভালো লাগে। অনেক ধন্যবাদ আপনাদের সবাইকে। written by খন্দকার মেহেরুন নাহার.
Many thanks. Mehrun Nahar is also from Bangladesh, and then quite regular audiences. Many thanks to know, and glad to know that you like this with this gloomy phases we are facing. You find music as redemption.
Shrutipuram Tripura, we are spending our time nicely with this program. Taposh Roy, what a great soulful blend of spiritual melody and divine aesthetics coming out of her vocal cord. My pranam. Highly appreciate the way Kaisa Bhai is taking the Eastern classical music to the different corners of the globe. My heartfelt thanks and regard to everyone else. He has mentioned everyone's name.
Thank you, Tapushji. Many thanks for these inspiring comments. That helps us. That helps in a big way. Many
I'd
thanks.
like to read one more comment. Kamalveer Singh ji has written, Nabanita ji is capable of singing all types of Indian classical and semi-classical compositions.
Exactly. That is what we said just now, that Kamalveer ji, it's amazing to see how beautifully she was singing one after another, one genre from one genre to another. The way of switching is also so beautiful. When she sang Madhubanti, she was singing with such a gravity, putting so much gravity and so much spirituality, so much mood of mood and rasa of Kheyal, and then she moves into lighter music. With equal dexterity. Thank you, Nabanita ji. What is the next performance? And perhaps before we go to the next performance, just as a curiosity, we ask every artist whether, I mean, you sang so far traditional music from one genre to another. Kheyal, you sang Tumri, you sang Chowdhary. But have you ever done any collaboration with any other artist from other genre, perhaps other part of music? Perhaps, for example, in India, there are so many different music, form of music. So did you try to merge different music and develop something new through collaboration?
I have done it with Carnatic music.
Kya baat?
Anytime. Yes. It's a nice experience for me also. Work with a different kind of music. It was a great experience. Yes.
Thank you. And is it available in YouTube for the audiences who like to know? Because through this session, I can see many audiences will be interested in to listen you just for their own remedy. So I'm sure. So if they type your name, they will find many videos in YouTube.
I sang it for Bharat Sangeet Utsav. ये चेन्नई में होता है हर साल, तो you can find it in YouTube also.
Bharat Sangeet Utsav.
Bharat Sangeet Utsav.
So you performed in Australia, USA. Did you perform in Taiwan as well? Taiwan and did you perform all? I mean, especially Hindustani classical music or any other?
Yes, Hindustani also and semi-classical also, and sometimes like Australia में जैसे मैंने light music का भी एक किया था उस time पे. So all classical and mainly classical and semi-classical गाती हूँ, but कभी-कभी पहले ज़्यादा होता था, but now maximum program is like classical and semi-classical base, of course.
Any other festival that you performed in India?
Yes, like Sankat Mochan, Hariballabh, Saptak.
Hariballabh is the most ancient festival.
Yes.
Of Indian classical music. So you performed in Hariballabh as well.
Yes.
Right. Oh, great. Fantastic. And Sankat Mochan is another great festival of Indian classical music. So many thanks, Nabanita ji. What are you planning to sing now? And Jasmine, would like to add anything?
Just tremendous amount of respect and gratitude, Nabanita ji, for everything you do, I think in terms of your humanitarian work, I think your devotion, your humility, and your dedication to this kind of creating a better world, to put it in a one sentence, I think shines through your music and your renditions. So it's an honor to join this platform with you this evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's move on to the next performance.
क्या सुनना चाहेंगे? कोई बंदिश और something light?
Yeah, something like perhaps Dadra, Choiti, or any light or Tumri, perhaps any other Tumri, whatever.
I was about to say Tumri. Tumri bhi ho sakti hai.
Dadra सुनेंगे? Dadra,
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, sure,
It's
please
a
and Kamalviji will be happy if you sing a ghazal for him, actually. Kamalviji
okay.
is a phenomenal ghazal singer. So let's have one Dadra and the ghazal for Kamalviji, and then we'll have another Bengali song after this.
I'm going to sing a Dadra in Raag, Pahadi.
Bah.
रंगी सारी है राम है राम है राम रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया गुलाबी चुनरिया गुलाबी चुनरिया गुलाबी चुनरी रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे
शाबाश,
रंगी
शाबाश।
सारी
हाँ,
गुलाबी चुनरिया रे रंगी सारी रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया गुलाबी चुनरिया गुलाबी चुनरिया रंगी सारी
हाँ,
गुलाबी चुनरिया रे रंगी सारी रंगी सारी रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया गुलाबी चुनरी रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया मोहे मारे मोहे मारे मोहे मारे 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 मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया मोहे मारे मोहे मारे
शाबाश।
मोहे मारे 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 रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया जाओ जी जाओ करो ना बतिया जाओ जी जाओ जाओ जी जाओ जाओ जी जाओ करो ना बतिया 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 जाओ जी जाओ करो ना बतिया जाओ जी जाओ करो ना बतिया 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 करो ना करो ना करो ना करो ना बतिया जाओ जी जाओ करो ना बतिया ये जीवानी है
शाबाश।
मोरी उमरिया रे
हाँ,
जीवानी है बाली उमरिया बाली उमरिया बाली उमरिया बाली उमरिया बाली है मोरी उमरिया
शाबाश,
रे
शाबाश।
जीवानी है बाली उमरिया बाली उमरिया बाली उमरिया बाली उमरिया बाली है मोरी उमरिया रे
हाँ,
मारी नजरिया सावरिया रंगी सारी गुलाबी चुनरिया रे मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया रे मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया रे मोहे मारे नजरिया सावरिया
क्या बात, क्या बात, क्या बात. Let us not interrupt with words. Can I have? Can you have another ghazal for Kamalbiji? Kamalbiji will be really happy. I think he already mentioned that you are switching from one genre to another. So beautiful.
My pranam to Kamalbir ji.
Thank you. Shomana,
Yeah.
what happened with Abhijit Malik today? He's
I
very
don't know. Maybe he's busy. He's
exactly,
busy.
exactly. Every day I'm missing him actually. I'm missing his
I
comment.
know.
Very regular, very regular, very regular one, and he always watches.
I will give him a call tomorrow. I will give him a call
From
tomorrow.
Bengali.
Yeah.
मेरे हम नफस
क्या बात?
मेरे हम नवा
क्या बात?
मेरे हम नफस मेरे हम नवा मुझे दोस्त बन के दगा न दे मेरे हम नफस मेरे हम नवा मुझे दोस्त बन के दगा न दे मैं हूँ दर्द इश्क से जा बलब मुझे जिंदगी की दुआ न दे मेरे हम नफस मेरे दाग दिल से है रोशनी इस रोशनी से है जिंदगी धनी सारे गमरे नी सारे सा धनी पा सा मेरे दाग दिल से है रोशनी इस रोशनी से है जिंदगी मुझे डर है ऐ मेरे चार अगर ये चिराग तू ही बुझा न दे मेरे हम नफस मुझे छोड़ दे मेरे हाल पर तेरा क्या भरोसा है चार घर मुझे छोड़ दे मेरे हाल पर तेरा क्या भरोसा तेरी नवाज़िशे मुख्तसर मेरा दर्द और बढ़ा न दे मेरे हम नफस मेरे हम नवा मुझे दोस्त बन के दगा न दे मेरे हम नफस मेरे हम नफस मेरे हम नफस
क्या बात, a phenomenal ghazal sung by Begum Akhtarji. Mitul, can we go back to audiences just to make sure that we haven't forgotten them?
Yes, V.S. Okre has written, every presentation is turning out to be livelier than the previous. Really a treat to ears, mind and soul. Pallav Bandyopadhyay ji, bahut khub, Nabanita ji, keep it up.
One of the finest violinists as well of this time, and he has been featured as part of the series. Many thanks, Pallav, for watching.
Uttiya Bandyopadhyay, in response to the Dadra, has written, listening and appreciating the Dadra. Kevin G. Davey, thank you. It is divine music. S. Singh, outstanding, what a melodious voice. Ma'am, you are such an inspiration for all the music lovers. Gaurav Majumdar ji is watching. Kamalveer Singh ji has written, Kya baat hai, Begum Akhtar's famous ghazal. Wah, wah, wah. Gauri Chowdhary is watching. And Kamalveer Singh has written, thank you, Nabanita ji, for singing a ghazal. Gauri Chaudhary has written, Bah ki shunam.
Many thanks. Gauri Chaudhary is a very an acclaimed, versatile singer here in Britain. Many thanks, Gauri, for watching. Gaurav Majumdar ji, a leading sitar player of this time, watching from India. Many thanks, many thanks. And many thanks to those who already left wonderful feedbacks. And this is truly, truly, Kevin just mentioned, Kevin, a phenomenal saxophone player and doing wonderful collaborations with world music all over the globe. Many thanks, Kevin, for watching, and many thanks for your feedback. And truly, this is divine music, exactly. And look forward to having you in Saudha's next performances or collaboration. Look forward to contacting you very soon.
Thank you so much.
Many thanks, Kevin, for watching. And so the last request, perhaps. So this session, those who are watching this session, just to respect Kamalveer ji's request, we try to do as many performances as possible. As you know, our sessions are much more interactive. We try to discover the journey of an artist as well, discover his or her philosophy, the depth, in-depth, through in-depth discussions, through in-depth conversations. But this session, along with the talk, interactive talk, or along with the talk, you all would agree it was a session of wonderful performance. So let us have another Bengali song. Jasmine, Shumona or Mitul would like to add anything before we move on to Bengali rendition? Please do, Shumona.
Yeah, বাংলা গানের রিকোয়েস্ট ছিল দিদির কাছে আর just regarding the sound, I think at my end also it wasn't that perfect, but taking into the Zoom scenario and the pariparshik obostha, we all know that we are dependent on technology now. So as I mentioned earlier in another program, that I leave it to my imagination. 50% I get it through the connection, and then rest I leave it to my imagination, and এরকম একটি পরিবেশে আমি যে গান শুনতে পাচ্ছি এরকম, এটাই to me I think this is for my heart, for my peace of mind, this is something I look forward to every weekend and every day. So এটাই অনেক, এটাই আমার কাছে অনেক বড়।
I mean, remember you said the other day, if we can't feature anything as part of the series in one day, we start missing.
Exactly.
So, Jasmine, to add anything?
Just
Before we move on to the Bengali rendition.
Thank you, Nabanita ji. I think those challenges, the challenges of technology will always be there. But as soon as we got on track and the melodious voice and the music, it was all soon forgotten, although those glitches we had, I think. So thank you for an exceptional evening. And hopefully everyone who's joined us would have equally been kind of mesmerized, touched by everything you said, but also your soulful music. Thank you.
Can you get the volume down a bit?
Tanpura?
Yes.
It's okay? It's
Tanpura,
okay? It's very low actually.
Oh, is it? No, right. Okay. Okay. As long as you hear.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to sing a Nazrul song.
Yeah. Java.
সৃজন ছন্দে আনন্দে নাচো নটরাজ হে মহাকাল প্রলয় তাল ভোলো ভোলো সৃজন ছন্দে আনন্দে নাচো নটরাজ হে মহাকাল প্রলয় তাল ভোলো ভোলো সৃজন ছন্দে ছড়াতে তব জটিল জটা ছড়াতে তব জটিল জটা শিশু শশীর কিরণ ছটা ছড়াতে তব জটিল জটা শিশু শশীর কিরণ ছটা উমারে বুকে লইয়া সুখে দোলো দোলো সৃজন ছন্দে আনন্দে নাচো নটরাজ হে মহাকাল প্রলয় তাল ভোলো ভোলো সৃজন ছন্দে আ আ আ আ মন্দশ্রোতা মন্দাকিনী সুরধুনি তরঙ্গে মন্দশ্রোতা মন্দাকিনী সুরধুনি তরঙ্গে সঙ্গীতে জাগা হে তব নিত বিভঙ্গে সঙ্গীতে জাগা হে তব নিত বিভঙ্গে ধুতুরা ফুল খুলিয়া ফেলি ধুতুরা ফুল খুলিয়া ফেলি জটাতে চম্পা বেলি হিয়ালি কবি নবীন বাণী তোলো তোলো সৃজন ছন্দে আনন্দে নাচো নটরাজ সে মহাকাল উদয়তাল ভোলো ভোলো সৃজন ছন্দে।
The English translation of by Kazi Nazrul Islam. Oh, my queen, today at last I accept defeat. My battle flag lies at your feet. My immortal sword of victory is tired now and heavy. I co-sign to you the weight of it now. I make my surrender a wreath round your brow. O God, goddess of my life, when you look at me with tears in your eyes, great world-conquering waves seem to roll and rise. Today, in my rebel's chariot of blood, you are the rider. Your fluttering sari has become heaven's border. All my arrows are yours, your garland their quiver. Only by floating in your tears can I now be a conqueror.
Thank you. Many thanks, Mitul, and many thanks again for singing a phenomenal Nazrul song. Again, we are approaching to the end of today's session. We'd like to finish with a bhajan. Someone, an audience, S. Singhji, requested if we could do a bhajan. So if Nabanita ji agrees to sing a bhajan, we would like to end with this. But before we end, we would like to have the concluding note from our panel members. But is it possible to share any advice that you got from your guru, perhaps Padmabhushan Pandit Rajan Sajan Mishra ji or Padmabhushan Shobhaputra ji, that always inspires you whenever you sing? Or it can be inspiring to all other musicians, all other human beings who are watching today's session. I know that whenever you have interaction, you get many things, many advices, many things, almost like you are getting prasad from
Yes.
gurus. But anything particular that you can remember which inspires you greatly whenever you sing, or it can be inspiring inspirational for the audiences who are watching, or any musician who are watching this session?
Yes, sure. जो मैंने सीखा है, जो हमारे गुरु ने बता चुके हैं, सबसे पहले तो ये बहुत जरूरी है, म्यूजिक इज लाइक प्रेयर, मेडिटेशन, सरेंडर टू ऑलमाइटी। ये जो हमारे शास्त्रीय संगीत है, ये हमें ईश्वर के साथ जुड़ते हैं। और जब हम गुरु के पास सीखने जाते हैं तो सबसे जरूरी बात है वो है अपने आप को संपूर्ण रूप से समर्पित कर देना। गुरु पर विश्वास होना चाहिए और गुरु हमारे लिए भगवान जैसे हैं। तो उसी भावना से पहले संगीत का शिक्षा शुरू करना चाहिए और इसके बाद जो शुरू होते हैं, जो गुरु बताते हैं, उसी रास्ते पे हमें रियाज करना, उसी रास्ते पे हमें चलना है। इट्स एब्सोल्युटली लाइक आप गुरु को भक्ति करना, गुरु का जो भी आदेश हो उसको पालन करना, ये बहुत जरूरी है।
थैंक यू।
और इसके बाद जो भी है रियाज तो है ही अपना। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि मैं तो बहुत ही फॉर्चुनेट हूँ कि मुझे ऐसे गुरु मिला जिन्होंने मुझे रास्ता दिखाया कि कैसे चलना है, सही रास्ता दिखाया कि कैसे हमें आगे बढ़ना है, क्या करना है संगीत में। और एक जो स्पिरिचुअलिटी है, जो ऑलरेडी जिस पेन से हम गुजरे हैं पहले, इसके बाद जो भी मतलब म्यूजिक जो है वो एक अलग रूप ले लिया। वो हमारे लिए भी एब्सोल्युटली स्पिरिचुअल काइंड ऑफ हो गया कि बैठते हैं म्यूजिक के लिए तब लगता है कि हम प्रेयर ही कर रहे हैं, आराधना कर रहे हैं, ईश्वर की आराधना कर रहे हैं। हमारे लिए ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि भगवान सामने हो, हमारे पास सुर है, राग है, वही हमारे ईश्वर है, उनका ही आराधना करते हैं। और कोशिश करते हैं कि इस जिंदगी में अगर जरा सा सुर अगर लगा पाए तो इससे बड़ी बात और कुछ नहीं होगी। बस बड़ों से आप सबसे यही आशीर्वाद चाहती हूँ।
Thank you, Nabanita ji. Mitul, before you do your concluding note, can we have the last feedback from the audiences?
Yes, I'll read a few feedbacks. Amarveer Singh ji has written, Bhajan will be a perfect end to this session. Devinder Singh Lambaji has written, he has thanked all the audiences for joining this concert. We should keep alive the Guru Shishya tradition. Kamalveer Singh ji has written, very well said, Guru Govind Dao Khade. I think he has written something in Punjabi. Tapash Rai has written, incredible, a mesmerizing evening spent with luminaries from different corners of the globe. Entire presentation came as Sanjeevani in the pandemic days of COVID-19. My pranam to all.
Many thanks. Pranam to you too. Pranam to you too. Would like to add anything in the end, Mitul?
Yeah, Nabanita ji, I'm deeply touched by your hypnotic music, but more importantly, by your philosophy of life. I salute you for all the phenomenal work you have been doing with an endeavor to make a difference in the society. Past 2.5 hours went in the blink of an eye. Immense thanks and gratitude for joining us today and taking us through this incredible journey. Thank you.
Mona?
Lot of regards, Nabanita Di, and thank you so much for giving us this pleasure to hear you sing. And you made my evening in such a gloomy and dull weather in Leeds, of course. I don't know about other places.
Thank you.
So thank you so much. Onek pranam neben amar.
Jasmine?
Thank you so much again, once again. It was dark and gloomy here, but the sun is actually shining. And I'm sure that is a reflection on the kind of evening I think that we've had experienced here. So once again, from the bottom of our heart, thank you very much, Nabanita ji, and our highest respect for everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you. Last performance from Nabanita ji is a bhajan. And can I just ask you something, Nabanita ji? Is it
Yes, sure.
Just for making sure the sound is improving again? Sound was breaking in last session. So whenever you are catching this earphone. If you kindly try not to cover the receiver,
Yes. Okay.
perhaps that will improve. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That can be kept as low as possible. Yes. Yeah.
भैरवी भजन
वाह,
भैरवी
क्या
भजन
बात, क्या बात।
धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया, धन्य भाग धन्य भाग धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया, धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया, चरण कमल की धूल बना मैं, चरण कमल की धूल बना मैं, मोक्ष द्वार तक आया, धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया पाया, धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया, चरण कमल की धूल बना मैं, चरण कमल की धूल बना मैं, मोक्ष द्वार तक आया, धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया, सेवा का अवसर पाया, हरि अनंत हरि रूप, अनंत हरि अनंत हरि रूप अनंत कैसे कोई धावे हाँ हरि अनंत हरि रूप अनंत कैसे कोई धावे राग रागने के सुर सुर में राग रागने के सुर सुर में हरि निज रूप दिखाया धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया पाया धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया घट में गूंजे नाद निरंतर घट में गूंजे 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 घट में गूंजे नाद निरंतर ज्योत जले अंतर में ज्योत जले अंतर में सूरज की उजियारी में सूरज की उजियारी में मैंने मुझको पाया धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया पाया धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया चरण कमल की धूल बना मैं चरण कमल की धूल बना मैं मोक्ष द्वार तक आया धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया पाया धन्य भाग सेवा का अवसर पाया अवसर पाया अवसर पाया
What a great ending. What a great ending, Nabanita ji, with this really sacred, really celestial Bhajan and Bhairavi. I'm tempted to read something for our non-Indian audiences that Nabanita ji described while she was talking on Guru. And Kamalbir ji translated this. And that's so beautiful because audiences from non-Indian background, they might miss the beautiful words that Nabanita ji was saying. That Guru is to the disciple almost like when God and Guru stood in front of you, and whose feet you are gonna touch, whether God's or Guru. So from disciples' point of view, she was saying that I would touch the feet of Guru because Guru made me meet God. So Guru was the connection to God. So I would first touch the Guru's feet. Many, many, many thanks. Taposh Raiji says, Nabanita ji, your magical voice of expression is for every emotion of the song, so distinctive, so distinctly understandable. Hari Hari is singing in your heart. Exactly, exactly. That you echoes what we feel today, and most of our audiences are feeling today. We're showing so many notes in Bhairavi, Sindhu Bhairavi, Kamal Vijayan. So many thanks. Excellent session and a great finish. That's what Kamal Vijay said. Many thanks to those who watched all the way through. Tomorrow we will come again uh, at 5 p.m. and we are featuring Indian Sufi Qawwali music. And that will be presented by, the beauty of Qawwali music will be presented by one of the finest group called Qutbi Brothers Qawwal. And that is from Delhi in India. So tomorrow, those who love Sufi music, those who love Qawwali music, this is going to be a day for them. So please come and join tomorrow at 5 p.m. UK time, Indian time, 9:30 p.m. Thanks to all of the panel members, and many thanks to all of the audiences who were with us actually virtually and inspire with precious comments, precious lovely feedback. Many thanks. Nabanita ji, if you'd like to would like to add your concluding note or anything, that's okay. Otherwise, we are going to finish here.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's such a great program. And thank you all for your good words about me. Thank you.
You made our day. Look forward to meeting you here in Britain, welcoming you in Britain after COVID is over.
Yeah.
Many thanks, Mitul, Shumana, Jasmine Chowdhary, and many thanks to all of our audiences. See you soon again. Have a wonderful rest of the evening. Thank you.